the one and all present in the Google Meet. I am M.A. Kirtivasan. Today I am going to present the project on the topic trigonometry. Let's see the video and begin our presentation.
What does trigonometry actually mean? In Greek, this red part means triangle and the blue part means measure. Trigonometry is one of the most feared topics in mathematics, but in reality, it is extremely simple. The meaning itself is so simple. It's just the measure of all the things possible in a triangle. That's all. Let's consider a triangle ABC. Let A be the length of the side opposite angle A, and similarly, let B and C be the lengths of the sides opposite angles B and C respectively. Take a close look at the triangle. What all can we measure in this triangle? We can measure the angles, angle A, angle B and angle C, or find the lengths of the sides, which in this case are A, B and C. These are the only 6 things we deal with in trigonometry. 3 sides and 3 angles. Out of these 6, we are given a few, and using trigonometry, we need to find the rest. It cannot be difficult. Actually, it gets a bit simpler as trigonometry generally deals with only one kind of triangle. A right-angled triangle, which is also referred to as a right triangle. This right triangle is right-angled at this vertex. The good news is that one angle is known and only 2 remain. This one and this one. Let this angle be theta. This is the triangle we will be dealing with to cover most of our trigonometry. A triangle with an angle theta and a right angle. It doesn't have to be called theta, but that's what it is generally referred to as. But how do these kind of triangles help us in real life? How does trigonometry help us in real life? Let's say Zen wants to find the height of this tree. He has to measure this length, which is the height. One way is to make an approximate guess, but a better way to find the height is by using trigonometry. Let's assume this distance is known to us. Remember, it's always easier to find the distance or the length on the ground than finding the distance vertically. And we can find the approximate measure of this angle, which is theta. With just these 2 pieces of information, Zen can find the height of this tree. Finding the height of a tree may not sound appealing to you, but the next example surely will. This time, Zen wants to find the height of a mountain. If this distance is known and this angle is known, then the height can easily be found out. But how? That's precisely what we will try to understand in trigonometry.
Now let's revise the basics again with what is trigonometry. Trigonometry is a branch of mathematics that studies relationships between sides, lengths and angles of triangles. Trigonometry is derived from Greek word trignon, 3 angles and metron, measure. The field emerged in the Hellenistic world during the 3rd century BC from applications of geometry to astronomical studies. Let's see what is Pythagoras theorem and how is it related to trigonometry. In a right angle triangle, the area of the square whose side is the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the areas of the square whose sides are the 2 legs. In the figure, AC squared equal to AB squared plus BC squared. Let's see the trigonometry ratios. Sine, opposite by hypotenuse, cosine, adjacent by hypotenuse, tangent, opposite by adjacent, cosecant, hypotenuse by opposite, secant, hypotenuse by adjacent, cot, adjacent by opposite. And these are the values of the trigonometric ratios according to the degrees. Now let's see the uses of trigonometry. Main use is in constructions, or else this field of mathematics can be applied in astronomy, navigation, acoustics, medical imaging, civil engineering, seismology, electrical engineering, phonetics, chemistry, number theory, and many more. Likewise, here are some photos and about the uses of trigonometry. Like it is used in Jantar Mantar and also used in searching the distance between the biological animals and them and humans.
Hello friends. Can you measure height of a tall tower, say Qutub Minar, without climbing it? It may sound hard, but even you can do it, and that is the beauty of trigonometry. The word trigonometry is derived from the Greek words tri meaning three, gon means sides, and metron means measure. That is, trigonometry is the study of relationship between the sides and angles of a triangle. Being a software engineer myself, I have used trigonometry heavily in designing mobile games. For example, here is a game where the user is flying an airplane and there are certain objects that may come on the way randomly. When the user changes the direction of plane using the controls, the mobile game need to change the direction of plane. How do you do that? There you see a triangle on the right side that is formed, and using that, while designing the game, we find out at what angle the direction of plane should be changed. Trigonometry is also used during various construction design. For example, during intra-city rail projects like metro rail, the railway tracks run on top of various tall pillars, and not all pillars are of same height. Sometimes some pillars are taller due to nearby buildings. To calculate the angle and the size of the ramp of the railway track, trigonometry is heavily used. You don't want rail to climb or come down too steep, right? So apart from this, trigonometry is used in many more fields like space travel, marine engineering, etc.
Here is a famous monument known as the Jantar Mantar in Jaipur. Jantar Mantar is one of the mathematical plays in India. The word Jantra is derived from Yantra, instrument, while the suffix Mantar is derived from Mantrana, meaning consult or calculate. The words Jantar and Mantar means calculation instrument. It features the world's largest stone sundial and is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Jantar Mantar, also known as equinoctial sundial because it consists gigantic triangular knob which having the hypotenuse parallel to Earth's axis. There is a quadrant of the circle parallel to the plane of the equator on the either side of the knob. So this is used to measure the time of the day. It features the world's largest stone sundial and is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Now, as I said before, trigonometry is also used in marine biology for calculating distance between animals and humans, and even the distance between the ground and the ship to know the depths. It is used in navigation like knowing the distance between shore and the ship. The Pyramid of Giza is the next example we are going to see. The Great Pyramid of Giza, also known as the Pyramid of Khufu or Pyramid of Cheops, is the oldest and largest of the three pyramids in the Giza Pyramid complex, bordering present-day Giza in Greater Cairo, Egypt. It is the oldest of the seven wonders of the ancient world and the only one to remain intact. Here we can know the engineering skills of the people in the olden times. Here is the explanation of the usage of trigonometry in the Pyramid of Giza. As you can see, the same right angle triangle is repeated among all the sides. As we all know, the Eiffel Tower's height can also be found with the help of trigonometry. And even the Great Canyon Skywalk. Did you know even the great police or the detectives use maths to find the criminal height and the distance at which the criminal was standing from the victim? Now let's see how it works. Now, as we know, the famous 90s game, the Mario, the trigonometry is even used in it. Like as you can see, how high and how far does the Mario need to jump? How fast is the Koopa moving? What is the height and the speed of the Koopa shell? Read the now Now we have come to the conclusion. Trigonometry is a branch of mathematics with several important and useful applications. Hence, it attracts more and more research with several theories published year after year. Thank you for being so patient. Thank you and namaste.